Hello dear friends! After losing Dembélé, Barcelona put everything into signing two Manchester City superstars. Mbappe shocked the world with a new unexpected decision, and PSG is gonna take brutal revenge on Real Madrid for trying to sign Kylian. The transfer market never fails to deliver sensations, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss a thing. Let's get started! Ousmane Dembélé completes a 50 million euros move to PSG from Barcelona. Here we go, Fabrizio Romano writes. Former Tottenham and Villarreal striker Roberto Soldado has announced his retirement. Arsenal wants to terminate Nicolas Pepe's contract, Footmercato reports. Bayer Leverkusen sold midfielder Kerem Demirbay to Galatasaray for 3.7 million euros. Fiorentina will soon sign former Everton defender Yerry Mina, according to Gianluca Di Marzio. PSG sporting advisor Luis Campos may lose his position due to the failure in keeping Kylian Mbappe. Real Madrid has no doubts about Dani Carvajal. Next season, he will keep his place in the starting lineup on the right side of the defense, Releva says. Chelsea have agreed to buy Brighton goalkeeper Robert Sanchez for £25 million. Borussia Mönchengladbach have set their sights on Rangers midfielder Glenn Kamara, Football Transfers reports. Atalanta have reached an agreement in principle with Milan to sign attacking midfielder Charles de Ketelaere. Lens extended the deal with defender Kevin Danso for 4 years. Clement Lenglet refused to leave Barcelona and moved to Saudi Arabia, Diario Sport reports. Some members of Manchester United's management wanted the transfer of Randal Colomwani from Eintracht, but Erik ten Hag convinced the club to choose Rasmus Højlund from Atalanta. Thomas Tuchel is convinced that Bayern should work on signing a new number 6 first, but the management believes that buying a new striker is more appropriate, Bild reports. Roma are considering Burnley forward Wout Weghorst, who spent last season on loan at Manchester United. Lille have denied rumors that striker Jonathan David has begun negotiations with Saudi Arabia's Al Hilal. Get French Football News reports. Lionel Messi has scored 5 goals and provided 1 assist in his first 204 minutes in an Inter Miami shirt. Newcastle have reached an agreement with Southampton over signing of defender Tino Livramento, Sky Sports confirms. Ajax have signed Manchester City youth team winger Carlos Borges. The contract is until 2028. Juventus are making progress in negotiations with Barcelona over Frank Kessie. The third insider looking to loan the player with an option to buy. Insider Ekrem Kanor writes. Neymar netted a brace and an assist in his first game for PSG after a 6-month injury absence. Saudi airline Riyadh Air plans to become the new Atletico Madrid sponsor. According to the agreement, Colchoneros will earn 50 million euros a year, Sportico reports. Arsenal have sent a first offer for Brentford goalkeeper David Raya of around 20 million euros plus 3 million euros in add-ons. Leipzig will receive 90 million euros for the departure of Joshua Gvardiol to Manchester City, the second biggest Bundesliga sale this summer after Jude Bellingham, who was sold to Real Madrid for 103 million euros. Alexis Sanchez, who is currently a free agent, hopes to return to Inter Milan, Corriere della Sera reports. PSG and Benfica are already exchanging all the necessary documents regarding Gonçalo Ramos. The transfer is coming. Brighton expect Moises Caicedo to still be at the club when the transfer window closes, the BBC reports. Bayern Munich still maintain interest in Ajax midfielder Edson Alvarez, Sport 1 emphasizes. Former Real Madrid and Sociedad midfielder Asier Illarramendi is a new Dallas player. I want to be back in the Champions League with Juventus next year. We have to be more focused on the league. La Gazzetta dello Sport quotes Massimiliano Allegri. Now let's take a look at the most interesting news of the release. Barcelona have started to actively work on signing Manchester City midfielder Bernardo Silva, Mundo Deportivo reports. The Portuguese became a priority target for the Catalans after Ousmane Dembélé's sale to Paris Saint-Germain. President Joan Laporta and directors Deco and Mateo Alemán have begun intensive work on Silva's transfer. The footballer himself also wants to join the Spanish champions and will insist on a transfer if an official offer is made. At the moment, Barca is looking for the best deal structure that would convince City. At the same time, Silva plans to directly inform Pep Guardiola of his intention to move to Camp Nou. The footballer does not want to have a conflict with the club, so he will reveal his plans in advance so that the citizens have time and opportunity to find a worthy replacement before the summer transfer window closes. It's hard to believe, but the information is definitely worth your attention. Kylian Mbappe has made it clear to Chelsea management that he is ready to leave PSG this summer and move to Stamford Bridge on a 1-season loan and then join Real Madrid. As Diario Sport learned, Mbappe doesn't want to feel the anger of PSG's Qatari owners, who will force him to spend the entire season on the bench if he does not extend his contract. Chelsea is one of the clubs ready to host the Frenchman, but the problem is the striker's plans. Kylian agrees to move to England for only 12 months and then become a Real Madrid player, while Chelsea owner Todd Boehly insists on a long-term deal. Paris is not opposed to this transfer as long as they do not lose their star for free in a year. However, in any case, Mbappe's dream remains Real Madrid. And what is really interesting is that Paris Saint-Germain is planning revenge in Real Madrid for Kylian Mbappe. The Parisians are exploring the possibility of acquiring 4 Los Blancos players at once. The Red and Blues are targeting midfielders Aurelien Tchouameni and Eduardo Camavinga, winger Rodrigo, and 18-year-old talent Nico Paz, who plays for Real Madrid's reserve team Castilla. The Blancos are not going to sell any of these 4 players, but this does not stop PSG, and the French giants plan to revenge Madrid's constant attempts to get Mbappe. Barcelona have agreed a contract with Manchester City fullback João Cancelo, Fabrizio Romano reports. The Portuguese, who has no future with the citizens due to a beef with Pep Guardiola, wants to join Barca, especially considering the fact that Xavi Hernandez invited him back in the January transfer window. Now the Blaugrana manager continues to put pressure on the management asking for Cancelo, so the Catalans have already started negotiations and are using part of the money received for the inevitable Ousmane Dembele's transfer to PSG. And although there are people in Barcelona who are worried about Joao's discipline problems, Xavi is confident that the potential experienced newcomer will shine under his management. Saudi Arabia's Al Hilal are planning to make a record-breaking bid for Tottenham striker Harry Kane. Earlier this summer, the Saudi club tried to get Lionel Messi as a free agent and buy Kylian Mbappe from PSG, and later shifted their focus to Napoli forward Victor Osimhen. However, neither target was convinced, which is why Al Hilal eventually turned their attention to Kane. As of now, the English striker has no desire to join the Arabs, as he has already given his word to Bayern Munich. But the reach from the Persian Gulf do not take this into account and will soon lay out 200 million euros to convince Tottenham president Daniel Levy, who, as you know, is forced to sell Kane in order not to lose him for free after the end of the contract in the summer of 2024. Another important factor is that the director of the Saudi Professional League, Michael Emelano, has close contacts in England from his time at Chelsea. The official feels that a deal for Kane is achievable, despite the competition from Bayern Munich and the reluctance of Harry himself. Dear friends, we are once again happy to share top content from our other projects. The videos are already on your screens, so enjoy! We thank you all and wish you a good time after the working week.